Where's my cam gone? Where the fuck is the chart, bro? Where the fuck is the chart? Okay. Alright, there we go. Morning. Morning, bro. Fuck, take my cameras off. Why is it? There we go. This music's too loud. That's better. Yeah, morning everyone. Get a link sent in. Alright, boom, the announcement sent. We saying, let me know who's in here. Who's in here from the notifications? Let's see. Bro, why is my chart bugging? Bro, why is my chart bugging, bro? What the hell? What the hell? Alright. Wait, I don't think the link actually. Alright, yeah, sweet. Yeah, morning everyone. Let me know who's here. Let me know who's here in the live today. CRT's just been completed. GU obviously we know is weak due to the news. If you know, actually let's wait for some people to get in here first. Let's wait for everyone to get in here. Let's wait for everyone to get in here. That's nice, that imbalance. So I'll be looking for. You've seen nice manipulation. Let's let everyone get in here first, boys, and then we'll get on there.
What confirmations are waiting for brethren? Let me show you. So this is this morning on EU. So once the Asia low gets taken there, look for one of these three things. So first of all, change your character. It's probably the easiest one. Just basically wait.
Right, yeah, let me know what we're looking at though, chat. Everyone let me know what pair we're looking at. Everyone let me know what pair. Boom. Alright, cool. Yo. Yeah, boys, what we saying then? G's already completed, obviously, as we said. You can see the SMT we had as well was decent. Alright, let's see what everyone's saying. Can't lie, there's not that many people in here. Let's get active, everyone. Let's get some more people in here. Share the live. Everyone share the live about. This is obviously where the news came in. Yeah, we all sound, boys. Let me know what pairs we're looking for. Morning Blue Sky, morning I Make Trap. Morning Mohammed. We turn this music up a little bit. Let me know if it's too loud. What you saying, Mohammed? Ralph, what you saying? KA, George, Mehmet, what you saying? What's good, boys? Ben, Shane. Morning, everyone. Jim, morning. Sammy, morning. G Shorts come through. Nice, bro. Nice. What's good? What you saying? T, what you saying? Ryan, Hugh, what you saying? GJ Long. We'll have a look at GJ. NZDUSD. 2%. Morning, bro. No sound. There is. Sure there is. Looks like we're coming off that 1 minute. Could have ended off that 1 minute for sure. We're going to be coming down. So we'll see. We're just going to be continuing this direction heavily, so. Yeah, we're going to be continuing in this direction, so it's just anything you can get in on EU is ideal. You basically just want to load up on the pair, I can't lie. Just load up on it. Very bearish. That's rough. Should have entered on the 1 minute, I can't lie. Oh, I should have ended off that, man. Would have been an easy trade there. Been an easy entry there. Yeah, that was easy. Easy as sweet. Should have been an easy 2-1 there. Should have entered off the 1 minute. That's what it is though. Fuck, that's annoying. That is very annoying. Yeah, my bias this morning is basically just getting into EU shorts as quick as you can. Just get into EU shorts. That's literally it. Yeah, that's literally it, to be honest, boys. EU longs in New York. Yeah, I mean, I don't really trade New York anyway, so I'm more just looking for the London moves. I entered late off the 3 mins for EU shorts, looking for longs though. Everyone's looking for longs, looking for EU longs. Yeah, everyone's looking for longs. They haven't actually taken the low yet. How comes everyone's looking for longs? Fucking hell. Fucking hell. That's what, obviously, like we said yesterday, we're going to be looking a lot more on the 1 minute from now on. Obviously, we've had a horrible... Oh, did I just delete the indicator? No. Yeah, obviously, we've had a horrible last few weeks of price action, so we're mainly trying to just look on the 1 minute more and actually just focus on getting into the entries above anything else. Do we take this low? Yeah, we did. Sweet. Why is this thing still here? probably gonna just come off the order block, so I'd more be waiting for the actual level like this, but we'll see. We will see. I mean, most people's in longs anyway. Morning El Slapper, what you saying? Mehmet only inverted the lower. Wait. Tempted to take G short down to Friday, 50% concede DXY. Yeah, concede DXY coming up as well. We took EU Asia sell side. We did take the low though. Didn't take the low. After taking low on EU, nice 1 hour order block should align with the MWOG feel. Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe. I'm more looking at sells to form. I'll be real, bro. I'll be real. Alright, nice. We're really tapping into that fair value. I might actually look to take shorts off this, I can't lie. I know what you mean, but we do just want to come down to that 4 hour low. If we look at what's really going on, we've had the accumulation and then we've had the grab, so we've had that trend shift, so now we're just moving down. Yeah, we'll see if we tap into this then. I mean, obviously the first entry was here, so yeah, that one does look decent, I'll be honest. Where's the let's get the DTO one, not that. Wait. These are not my indicators that I use. What the fuck? They're not the indicators I use, but fuck me. Okay. Let me read the chat. Alright, let me just see what everyone else is looking at them. Might try catch a 2 hour on GU sell down Friday 50. If it takes it before the entry, I'll take the limit off. Euro strong this morning as the pound weight. Yeah, I mean, pound is a joke, yeah, trust. Basically, the reason why the pound is so weak is because of the GDP that come out month on month. So it went down by 3. If you don't know what this news means, it's basically just what the GDP is. If you don't know what GDP is, just basically everyone's wages put together. It's basically pretty much measures how much money people's making, and the productivity of the country. So you can see the previous was 0.2, So last month 0.2. They thought it was going to go down to 0.1, and it ended up going up to. So they thought it was going to go down to 0.1, and it actually went down 0.3. So it went down a lot more than they expected it to go down. Is the main thing. The main thing that matters. Right, we've actually tapped into the order block, so we'll see if we react or if we are going to go for reversals. Who is looking at longs? Just off curiosity. I'm going to plot them out because I know a lot of the chat did say they was looking at them. So what I'm going to do is draw out this order block here. Draw this order block here. Let's have a look at these longs that you men are looking at. Let's have a look. Alright, so the 1 minute, let's read what the chat was saying. Let's read what the chat was saying. Where is he? Where we gone? Oh, New York. Okay, that one was for New York. Enter a trade. Okay, EU shorts. GU short down to Friday 50. Oh, okay, that was after taking Asia low, so slightly different anyway. Fair play. Yeah, pound is just weak, by the way. Yeah, bro, I've got WAP here, but what do I do with it, Cam? What do I do with it? Like, how does it sort of work? Do you know what I mean? How does it work? Fuck it, let's just. Is that the 4-hour FEG on EU? Yeah, but come on, man. It's not really filled anything. We want it to come down a lot deeper than that. A lot deeper than that into it. That a tap like that's not good enough at all. You want it to come down more than that. A lot more than that. I do still think this Asia low's got to get swept. It's just. What's this candle going to do? It does look like we're respecting this order block. Somewhat. Let's draw back on this 5 minute fair value so we can see if it wants to trade through it or not. How long we got left? We've got a minute left of the candle. So let's see. You need to stream on there for people to get clips. Oh wait, what? That is so dead. Oh wait, what? Yeah, wait, what is it for? So, wait, someone explain. Yeah, someone explain. Shit. Bro, my laptop's been bugging this morning. Want to see how it closes. It's not really doing much. Kind of just sitting. We did take the low. We did take that low, but I'll be surprised if that causes a whole reversal. That would surprise me. It's obviously important because if GU inverts, then it's after taking Asia. The CRT low, so it's a bit more important. See, GU's just coming off a news though, so you wouldn't really want to be getting in. Yeah, the dollar does look like it's coming down, doesn't it? It does massively look like it's coming down. Massively does look like it's coming down. Again, not a very tradable market. Just puts me off these EU shorts completely, to be fair. Yeah, lucky we didn't jump into anything. Fucking hell, would have got absolutely done, absolutely done. Sweet. Yeah, fuck me. Weird. Don't really want to touch you just yet. I mean, I'd only get in shorts. I wouldn't get in buyers, boys. weren't getting buys, but it's just at what point. It's just these random moves, boys. This is exactly what we're talking about, why price action's been shit. This move's just random. There's nothing caused it. This is just a random move, so I can't really predict it. It's completely random. There's no reason for this. No reason whatsoever for this. It's completely and utterly random. Which is why we've been saying that the London session's been so hard to trade recently. Now I know we took this low out, but we know it's not significant. We know the significant lows here. We know the significant lows, this Asia low here. Right, not this low here. So we know that that's not really that significant. Which is why it's so weird that we've pumped, it's like 15 pips just randomly. It doesn't make any sense. It literally doesn't make any sense to what we're seeing. Lou, why are you so handsome? What a mad question to ask. Don't know. Just make sure you wash your face. Would you say Asia or New York is better to trade at ATM? At the moment, boys, I'll be honest. Asia is the best session to trade. Obviously, no one is trading it in the UK, but Jesus, is the best session to trade recently. I was on a diff screen before, and it showed EU Asia low taken. I hate this song on there. It's just have to skip it. It's terrible. Yeah, it's just. That pumped at me out. Luckily I didn't get in, but I was fucking very ready to. So we could add the calls to it for people to purchase via WAP, and you can also live stream on there, and it pays clippers automatically. Yeah, I'll have to look into it, bro. Should come lower. It's not random. Go on higher time frame bias. It is random, bro. It's literally completely random. Why would you say, okay, how can banks and hedge funds trade through these markets? Because they don't trade the same as us, bro. They don't trade the same as us. They trade using algorithms, which is completely different to how we trade. They're putting in loads of hundreds of mini orders here. Little orders, little orders, little orders, little orders, little orders getting placed. Hundreds and thousands of orders. So it doesn't matter if it goes up or down for them. For them, it doesn't matter. Yeah, for them, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is random. For you to say this is caused by the higher time frame, it's just not the case. It's really not the case. Yeah, we can see exactly what we're seeing on the higher time frame. It's a pretty clear time frame. We've just come off of this, breaking that high. So we're in this bullish range here, and we want us to come down to then come higher. Obviously, we don't want us to come down now because it doesn't make any sense to do that. Obviously, we've got the CRT, we've taken out the high, closed back within, so we should trade down to this candle low, that is what the hard time frame bias is. We're going to trade down and fill this. This is what will happen today, is we will fill this imbalance. We'll at least come down to fill this, hopefully come down even further to the CRT low, but we'll see. If you did want to go for buys, the higher time frame bias, again, we just see stuff's not happening as it should. We should fill this fair value gap here and take this liquidity, take this Asia low. Them buys would have made sense. But this is why we say the market's moving around. This is just a random low. A random low sitting there. And that's why we say it's untradeable. We've taken a random low, right? You can see the minute we take that low, there wasn't an ounce of drawdown. The minute we took that low, it was 15 minutes of rallying 20 pips off of just taking a random low. No significance to the low. So yeah, we're just not doing as we should. We're not moving as we should. We're moving a lot more randomly. So yeah, mate, me personally, I can't fucking wait till we get out of this shitty price action, because price action has been killing me, man. I haven't had a winning trade in what, a week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, I think. Actually, no. Well, this week I haven't won a trade. I got cooked on Monday, cooked on Tuesday, and then didn't trade yesterday. I haven't traded today. So yeah, really not good market conditions. Nothing's coming through, man. I'll be honest, boys. Nothing I've said in the last 2 weeks has fucking played out. Not well. That's not true, but nothing we've had recently has been any good, if I'm honest. Nothing this week I've had has been worth talking about. Really. Nothing yesterday. I've got my bias wrong yesterday. Correct today, but yet somehow still not able to find a trade. I haven't been trading a lot, but mate, it's just shit, bro. This price action is so shit, bro. So shit. Oh, lag. These markets, man, trust, so bad. It's actually so bad, isn't it? It's just when there's no rhyme or reason to it, it's just so frustrating. So frustrating, bro. Even this won't set up for anything. This won't do anything. We won't have longs off this. We won't have longs off this. It's what it does in these markets. We invert stuff and we're going to just come back down. We're just getting pointless rallies. It's just a pointless rally. We've rallied, again, 26 pips in 5 minutes for no reason. Literally no reason. There is no reason to do this. We've been bearish for the entire last 3 hours, 2 hours. We've been bearish for the last 2 hours. And then randomly, in the middle of nowhere, we pumped 25 pips in 2 minutes or whatever it was, 3 minutes. And then we're just going to come straight back down again. There's SMT in that 4-hour FEG after tapping. EU is strong right now. GU created the SMT. DXY still bearish too. Even DXY, bro, it's just like, it's just shit. The price action is just shit, mate. Oh, it's just shit. It's just shit, man. Again, just try to be conservative in these markets. Just don't blow your account. You're not going to make money in these markets. Anyone in the comments who's saying, I was literally on a call with a hedge fund manager, with a 10-year hedge fund manager yesterday, and he said it's the hardest market conditions he's experienced. Preserving capital in uncertainty is one-on-one. That's what I mean, bro. That's what we were saying yesterday, that it's literally the hardest time to trade there's ever been. There's never been a more difficult day to trade than right now. It's never happened. Never, ever, ever has there been a harder time to trade than now. Bear that in mind when you're trading, boys. Nothing that should happen is going to happen. It's honestly, mate, honestly. Like, look at that. Fucking 4-pip range, beautiful. EG is just so bullish, you don't even want to be tempted in by these buys, really. Look at that bearish daily C on NQ that just hit. That was banging. Have a look. Yeah, I got rid of all my Nasdaq shit. To be fair, fuck me. Last time I went on it, when was that? April. Called it nice. Aren't you going to continue to do that, bro? But that's wrong, isn't it? it's not. Yeah, the daily CRT. Let's have a look at the daily CRT. Yeah, nice. Was there any chances to get in? That is the question. Sort of. I mean, this imbalance was already filled, but we did re-tap onto it. And we had that big sell-off. Was there any chances to get in? Let's have a look. Let's have a look if there's any chances to get in. Again, not massively. Unless you're just going straight off of the change of character. Like as soon as you have the change of character, you get in. Nice price action though, but it's just the entries. Like the higher time frames never look too bad. It's just recently the last 2 weeks. It's been the lower time frame that's been bad. Yeah, it's mainly just been lower. It's been shit. Even GU really. For GU to have a chance of doing well, you want it to re-tap on this. So I really don't want to be tempted into going long for this again. Do you know what I mean? Again, this is just it's just not going to give it a way to enter. It's not going to give an entry. It's just not going to do it, is it? I can just already tell it's not going to come back down. We're getting some decent moves, but there's just no way to get into it because everything moves so much quicker. It's already hit for me. Lovely, bro. Lovely. Maybe this will come through, but I heavily doubt it. Heavily doubt it. How much is the data package for NQ? Free if you're with a prop firm. Wait, what's the data package? But yeah, boys, these are very hard market times, so you just gotta not lose your money. I'm not gonna lie, this has actually genuinely pissed me off. This EU genuinely pissed me off. The bare nice 4-hour CRT and then just absolutely flopped. It's the thing with that guy who invented. This is the thing though, boys. That even the guy who invented CRT is an absolute fraud. The guy who made money trading, the guy who invented CRT doesn't even trade CRT. He doesn't even trade at all. And he's a little nerd as well. I'll bang him in his face. Pound is weak. Yeah, I'm not getting in this one. No way. No way am I getting in another trade, boys. I've had 2 this week, and I even said to myself on Tuesday, I'm probably not going to have any more this week. It's just no point. Markets are so bad. Markets are so bad. You're just way better off waiting for a better time, which is annoying because you do want to pass them accounts as soon as you can. But you know, it's just not that easy sometimes, man. You just got to firm it. Who Romeo is that the CRT guy? Yeah. He always hates an ITT. He just a clip. What do you call it? View bot, not view bot. What do you call it? Mate, I need a coffee, bro. I feel like my brain's not actually the same. I'm making a coffee. I don't even care. I need a coffee, bro. I've not felt the same the whole stream. I've tried to go one day without having a coffee and drink this instead. Mate, I feel so mentally slow. I feel like I can't answer anything, bro. I need a coffee in it. I'm addicted. I'll be back. Yo, boys, what you saying? What you saying? Fuck's sake, bro. Let's see what people are saying. You show up though, that's what counts. You helped me massively the last month after my meltdown with trading was difficult, but I couldn't have gotten this far without you. Thanks, Lou. Plus 15%. Lovely, bro. Lovely. Nice to hear it, bro. Nice to hear the good feedback, of course. When will the better markets be? Oh, wait, put a fucking hat on, bro. Shrimp's looking terrible. Shrimp looking fucking shit. What even is that? See, so I told you it wouldn't come back in. I told you it wouldn't come back in. We're not gonna. Live execution is the only way to make money in these fucking markets, bro. I swear to God. She's got a live execution, everything. Coffee is life. Trust me, man. I do not feel the same when I don't have it. Your Dad United, I've heard people say it could be up to 6 months. Oh yeah, when will the markets get better? There's no, you're not gonna know, bro. You're not gonna know. It takes as long as it takes, man. Could be the next 3 years potentially, so get used to it. Could potentially be the next 3 years. It shouldn't be. It should be when everything calms down, which hopefully is soon. But it's when we get a bit of stability. But with Trump, he doesn't really seem to like stability. He seems to like chaos. So could be 3 years if he keeps it up. But realistically, probably a few more months, maybe one. I'd say getting towards the end of the year, we should start returning back to normal a bit. I'd say September. I'd expect it to be a bit more normal. September, October, November, December. Those 4 months, I expect to go back to normal. Passed but got fried this week. Fair play. What did Romeo do? How he a fraud? No, he's not a fraud. Well, I mean, he just invented the concept, but he doesn't actually trade it. So you don't actually know. ICT actually trades his concept. Romeo Bear doesn't, and he's just a grifter in it. Like, he's such a grifter. He don't have nothing expensive. Like, he doesn't have anything good, bro, and he pretends to. It's the thing. Like, if you go on his Twitter, he'll have like a picture of a Ferrari, and bro, he's one of them bros. Yeah, he's actually broke, and you can kind of tell that he's broke. He's Indian as well, but I don't know if he grew up in India or if he grew up where, but you can tell he's broke because I remember he went to Dubai and he was so gassed, and he rented a car, and you could tell it was the first time he'd ever rented a car, the first time he'd ever been in like a Ferrari or something, and he rented the Ferrari and took a picture of it saying, oh, it's one of his toys, like it was at one of all the cars he has, like, oh, and all this, and he keeps reposting that one photo of him on the Ferrari wheel. You can rent that for $250 a day, 3 bills in Dubai, especially, bro, like 3 bills. It's nothing, and a guy like takes pictures and acts like it's his own. He's just cringe, innit? He's just one of these guys. He's just, as I said, I don't know if it's because he's grew up in India, so he don't actually know he don't know how to act when you get a rental Lamborghini, or if he's just an all-round twat. I don't know. If he grew up in India, you can sort of understand it, because he's gonna be a bit like that. Like, he doesn't understand money, but I'm pretty sure he grew up in like Canada or some shit, so like, hasn't really got any excuse for being a knobhead like that, I'll be honest. Yeah, let's go on his Twitter actually. I'll just show you him. Like, the shit he says, bro, it's just so stupid. Shit he says, boys, it's just like, it's part of the process more often than not. Get funded, lose funded, get funded, get payout, lose funded, get, yeah, that's it, bro. Looks like G running up, miss my entry. We are coming down. You could get a re-entry, a little scalp entry off of here. If you get rid of this quickly. If you get rid of this quickly. Either that or this one. The thing is, we've got 2 inversions, which is kind of annoying. So this one, if you look, it's actually already been filled on the 10 minute. If you go on the 10 minute and there's only one, you can see we've got 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, with the third one being a distribution. Gap there, inverted here, then filled it again and starting to move off. So yeah, here could actually be a decent entry, boys. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just frustrating, man, because I don't even want to place these on a small account. I just don't. I can already feel the coffee, bro. I'll be honest. I feel more alive, bro. I need to write that down in my rules, bro. I'm not even joking, but that's actually made me realise, bro, I should never enter a trade without having coffee. I nearly entered that EU short. Luckily, I didn't. I was waiting, to be fair, I was waiting for the... I'm trying to find an example. You can't really see it there. I suppose like this one, I was waiting for the 1 minute inversion once we tapped into the POI. Then I would have entered straight off of the inversion, so like that. Obviously, none of them shorts were sent into the signal, boys, either, because I didn't take them personally. That's how we operate. But yeah, I would have gone for something like that, which obviously would have lost anyway. So lucky we didn't get into it. But I'm actually going to write down never take a trade without drinking coffee, bro, because I'm just not my normal self. It's crazy. It's bad, but it's true. Yeah, it's bad, but it's true. Let's see how it does. Let me know if anyone's getting into any pairs. I know people said they had G long, so we'll see. Trying to see the Discord, but I don't think many people's. I'm gonna enter GU long in a min. I'm entering on my demo account. Finally, someone who agrees. Lou, what time do you wake up? Yeah, trust, bro. Wait, let me read these comments. Hang on. And I'm feeling the way. Should be here really, but let it slide. Studying them losses helps you understand yourself a lot more and why you're taking trades. Wait, I think I missed the start of it. Bro, sometimes your comments don't come through, Slappo. It's bare weird. We might have to start entering on the 1 min. Yeah, for real. That's bad, bro. Not the best to rely on coffee. I'll be honest, bro. It's sort of like a miracle drug, really. Coffee. There's not really any downsides to it. It's not like it fucks you up or like ruins your liver or ruins your brain. Is there any negatives of coffee? Like, is there any negatives of it? It's sort of like nicotine. If it just wasn't unhealthy for your lungs, like it'd be an absolute no-brainer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not gonna signal this one in, boys, because I don't really want to be, just don't really want to be sending anything right now. I'd rather just take care of the accounts. And let's be honest, boys, majority of people in this industry are losing. Majority of people in this industry this week, they probably would have lost accounts. So if you're in our signals and you haven't taken a trade, then you've outperformed everyone. Sometimes outperforming people is just not trading, which, yeah. Caffeine is addictive. Yeah, trust, bro. At least you managed to pass an account, Angel. You're doing something right. Oh yeah, trust. Oh, is that Angel? Wait, where's bro? Bare people's comments don't come up. Yeah, Angel, your comment didn't come up. Bear with. If I don't reply to your comments, boys, just comment it again, because I do reply to majority of comments. I just don't come up sometimes. They just don't come up. I reply to everything. They just don't come up. Studying them losses helps you understand yourself a lot more and why you're taking losing trades, losing trades. Yeah, you got to study. Oh wait, the comments come up. True, the loss always leaves a sour taste for a while. Yeah, it does. You always get annoyed for a bit, but you got to think, unless you're funded like 1 million or like whatever your goal is, 2 million, taking a loss doesn't really matter. I'll be honest here, say this is you and you've just taken a loss, so you're not funded, taken a loss. It doesn't even matter. It only matters if you take a loss if you're funded, because then it's real and you've actually lost something. Until then, it's just a demo account. It's fugazi. It doesn't matter. If you've taken a loss, it doesn't matter if you've lost. It's like, what does it matter? You should aim to pass or fail a funded account in max. This is absolute max as well. 2 months. This is what you should do. You shouldn't be on the same funded account for more than 2 months, right? You shouldn't be on the same account. That's what you should realistically, but not a lot of people are willing to do that. The reason I say that is, what is really the point of making, so you're making 1% 1 month, and then you're making 2%, and then you're losing 1, and then you're making 1, and then you're losing 3, and you're making 4, and then you make 1, and then you lose 2, and you lose 1, then you lose 1, then you make 1. So now it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 conservative months, and you're still on the same account. You still haven't passed or failed in 11 months. Right? So you should just think, if you're losing, it's fine. You should aim to pass or fail it within 2 months. If you're a good enough trader, you'll pass. Like, 2 months is how much these challenges were designed to take. You can take more risks if you have to. But yeah, you should pass or fail it within 2 months. So, like, that way, if you look at it that way, look at it and think, there's not really anything for me to worry about if I lose, because either one of two things happens. A, I take an L and then I blow the account, which means I wasn't good enough at trading anyway. And then B, you take a loss and you still pass the account, in which case the loss wouldn't have even really mattered. So yeah, you should really look to pass or fail it within 2 months. You just don't want to be like wasting your time trading the same thing for like half the year. You want to make it actually real. You want to make it real. When it's these challenges, it's not real. It doesn't really mean anything. Let me put this old tune on. And I'm off again. Yo, that is the craziest comment someone's just. I've got to read these comments because you lot are going crazy. The conditions are terrible. Yeah, trust. I think coffee just isn't as necessary as people say it is to start their day. It bare is, bro. I'll be honest. Actually, I'm not even one of them people who's like, oh, coffee. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely, before I come on live, I have to have a coffee. Have to. Have to have a coffee, bruv. At least it ain't gay shit, let's be real. Wait, what? I drink black coffee every morning, but I'm with you there, MH. You could replace caffeine with exercising and it would boost your... Nah, bro, that's not how it works. Like, trust me, boys, if I exercise the day before, bro, I'll be bare tired when I wake up. And I normally either go gym, football or tennis, or golf. But normally not golf, normally gym, football or tennis. And bro, when I wake up, I'm tired. It's not a physical tiredness, it's mental, bro. It's hard to explain. I just heard the door shut. Let me just make sure I'm not being robbed. I think it's the cleaners. I didn't think that was even coming today, bro. Yeah, man, like, coffee's just one of them. It's just one of them. It's like, bro, I actually can't explain it, but it's like liquid just getting, mate, you can feel your blood pumping. It's got to be a black coffee as well, and this is how I know that it's actually true, bro, because I can't drink, if I wake up in the morning and drink a coffee with milk in it, it's just not the same. It tastes like a tea. It's not the same at all. In the morning, I need one of these. Just a pure black coffee, bro. It's like, and the minute I drink it, boys, you man all know, like, if you man have certain substances that you do, that you know, and you get this feeling. But this is coffee I'm talking about. As soon as you sip it, it's like, your blood's flowing. Your blood's flowing to your brain. It's mad. Coffee's the miracle drug, in my opinion. To be fair, people are gonna get addicted to minimum one thing in their life. Relatively speaking, there's a lot worse to be addicted to than caffeine. Yeah, exactly, Chaz. 100%, bro. I agree. I do know what you mean, mate. I mean, bro, look. What idiots? Fucking. Are there any? Fiend. It's not just ideal to have exercise every morning before work. Yeah, like, I would have to get up bare early, bro. I'll be real. I would have to get up. Bear in mind, yeah, Mace does the pre-London at, starts at 6. I'll be real, I don't actually wake up till like 6:30. Nah, yeah, 6:30. And then, bro, I eat. Bro, there's just a lot of shit to do. There's a lot of shit to think about, right? Like, for example, bro, in the morning I'll do bare shit. Like, I'll eat, I'll have a shower, I'll do my trading plan, I'll do this, I'll do that. I'll text everyone I need to text, etc., etc. I'll basically get a load of stuff sorted. So yeah, on top of that, I could go to the gym. I could push my schedule back earlier, rather than wake up at 6:30, wake up at like 5:30, and then go to the gym, and then work out, and then da-da-da-da-da. or I could just take 2 seconds and have a black coffee. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people do think like that as well. So I do hear both sides of it, man. Maybe I am being lazy, but when you go in gym before you work, bro, it's crazy. I've actually never done it, I can't lie. In England anyway. I've done it in like Thailand, but I don't really count because it's not the morning. But who goes gym before trading? Let me know if anyone in the chat does that. That's interesting. Alright, I'm slowly making my way to Thingy's crazy comment. Fuck it, let's just... Wait, did his comment go? Why can't I see it now? Oh no, wait. Facts, Chaz. People are addicted to eating sofas, apparently. Somebody's addicted to eating dead people's ashes. Like, bro, what even? I've seen that, My Strange Addictions. I've seen the bird who likes to eat bits of like, it's not plywood. What is it? It's like, I don't actually know what it is. It's like, I don't know. It's sort of like, is it plasterboard? I don't know what the actual substance is, but she just used to pick stuff out of the wall and just eat it. And she used to think, oh, it's banging. Taking too much caffeine can cause anxiety. Not, well, it is real, but everyone has anxiety. Headache. I've never really got that. Well, obviously I've had headache before, but not caffeine induced. Or a faster heart rate. That's literally a good thing. It means your blood's pumping, your body's working, yeah? You're moving, you're getting... So I'll be real, there's not. The only negative is heart. Never had that either, so... Or refluxes. Yeah. Anxiety is the only one. How does coffee cause anxiety? Like, really? Are we going to believe that? So from this, I'm reading that there's no negative effects. And you can already see my energy starting to increase from drinking that coffee. Can't lie. Not glorifying addiction, of course. Yeah, no, of course. I spent 3 to 4 months on an account and still blew it. This is what I mean. You're better off... Boy, this is what I'm trying to say, yeah? You're better off blowing the account in a month than taking, like Chaz said... not Chaz. Like Luke said, 3 to 4 months. Because, boys, you want to pass or fail it in 2 months. Ideally a month, boys. If you can pass or fail an account within 2 months... Then not only is it going to give you... Not only is it good for your actual trading... But the other thing that it actually gives you is your psychology. Because you're sort of accepting the fact that you will lose if you're not good enough and will win if you're good enough, right? So obviously we always talk about The Best Loser Wins, which is a great book, which, as you might have been able to guess, pretty much states that the person who deals with losing the best typically does the best overall. So if you can get past your head, if you can get in your head that this account is either going to be passed. There's 2 options, passed or failed. A, it gets passed. Oh, passed. And B, it gets failed. If you can get that in your head, then it'll mean you'll realise, A, you're good. I'm not going to write this shit down actually, but you're either good enough or you're not good enough. And you will get your just deserves from that, right? Or you're just desserts. I don't know, actually, never actually understood. Well, I understand the saying, but just desserts. What is that? Anyway, or is it just deserves? I don't know. To chat, is it just desserts or just deserves? Get your just deserves. Get your just. It is. Yeah, see, look, people don't even know. Desserts. Yeah. Alright. But yeah. It's basically coming to the terms of you get what you deserve. So if you can say, cool, I'm going to pass or fail this account within 2 months. Regardless, if I passed, I've got what I deserved. If I failed, I've got what I deserved. So why would you want to take 6 months just to get what you deserve, which is either a pass or a fail? Surely you want to get what you deserve straight away, right? So that's why I say pass or fail it within 2 months, ideally. Look, I'm not telling you to trade like a dick, but do you know what I mean? Okay, decent little pump there. Decent little pump there. Alright, let me... yeah, people saying Slappo's turning into Skull. What do we think? Is he on the same level as Skull yet or not? Sorry, boys. I'm bare far back in the chat. Fucking hell. Slapper, you're turning into Skull with this random shit. Respectfully, Kieran, you've been done dirty with that second name. Oh my god. Sorry, Kieran, bro. Sorry. I'm so sorry. I feel like you're not English. I feel like you're Dutch or something. But bro, do you know what that... Oh mate, I was reading it expecting it to be like Kieran. Like I did a one-to-one the other day with someone whose second name was Hickey, which is kind of funny, but Fiddler. Oh bro, come on. Kieran Fiddler. That is terrible. Oh, you're shitting me. Things you love to see. Hey boys, things you love to see. Let me make it bigger so you can see what the fuck has just happened to me. Right, so here you can see, I'll take a little screenshot of that just so I can capture my disappointment in 4K. But yeah, as you can see, I wasn't actually tapped into the trade. So I had the trade placed. Oh, where is it? There you go. It's peak, boys. Fuck off, Jake's Trading Academy. It's peak. I would have been up 3R right now. Would have been kind of nice. And I lumped 30 lots on it. So that would have been 0.75%. So I should have been up, quick maths, 0.75%. What we're currently on, 3.18, so we do 3.2R times 3.2. What's that? 3 times 3.2. 0.75 times 3.2 equals 2.4. So we would have made 2.4%. Yeah, calm. 2.4%. Okay, what the fuck? That's what we currently be running up right now, but it's calm. That 2.4% also would have been the equivalent to 2 grand times that. Oh, you men can't even see jack shit, but yeah. That's fucking jarring though, not gonna lie, boys. That would have actually made up for all the losses I've had. I can tell you, to be fair, I can just drag it and tell you exactly what would be up right now. Right now we would be up $5,490. And instead, we're staring at this. So fuck it. Kinda peak. Not gonna lie. Literally tapped us in as well. In fact, my entry was actually higher than that. My entry was at 2.2. This is my entry. So yeah, got pretty unlucky with that, but would have made up for my 2 losses this week and also made me back profit to withdraw. But it is what it is. As I said, these market conditions are hard. Would have been nice if the broker could have given us a little bit of a helping hand and actually get tapped into our position, but these things do happen, so we are going to have to just swallow it and firm it and just take the positives that we've predicted a trade that actually fucking did well for once this week. Alright, cool. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Kid could have been Worse. Oh wow, yeah. Imagine kid fit. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. Or what else? What else would be funny? Oh, what about if it was Fiddler. Oh, you could go on for days and days. To be fair, having a funny name's kind of a blessing in disguise because you're memorable. You know what I mean? I'm gonna remember the brer called Fiddler in my life. Fuck me, I keep kind of fuck. Yeah, peak. Not gonna lie, chat. Kind of peak. Kind of fucking peak right now. On the fucking peak right now. We're not annoyed at all. We're not annoyed at all, even though we would have been up. You bastard. You bastard. We'd be up 7.2 bags right now. Off a 0.75 risk. Shit, man. Shit. Oh, bro. I'm trying to laugh because, not gonna lie, boys, I don't think there's any other industry where you can, like, genuinely be like not a pip off, like this far away from making like 8 grand and you make nothing. If you're not ready for that, boys, then you will be, hopefully one day. Let me actually update the chat. Better to keep it slow, MLP, because markets are shit. Yeah, trust. Where are you from in the UK? Essex, bro. Nah, I had gym in the evenings. Me too. Don't do gym before trading. Do a few push-ups to wake up the blood. So that's a good idea. I will do that. When I'm waiting for my kettle to boil, I'll do a few push-ups. But that's about it. Trying to yeah, bro, that's fucking so annoying. And yeah, if you're wondering why didn't I send this one into the signals, even though I took it myself, was just because I don't want to put the boys in the signals at risk. Do you know what I mean? As I said, you man in the signals, I'm handling you boys like I would handle. Wow, that sounded like I was going to be mad. I'm handling you the way I would handle a 10-10 bird. I'm just going to bend you out. No, I'm joking. I'm handling you how I would handle a fund, right? So I'm not going to take unnecessary risks. My goal, ideally, I want you man to be making 3-4% a month, every month. Some months they're going to be we've made 10%. Some months we've made 16%, 17% even. But then some months we've made like 1%, right? So I would always rather my group earn like this, earn 3% this month, and then 4, and then 5, and then 1, and then 2, and then 5, right? I'd rather it be like that than it be 10R this month, minus 5R next month, minus 6R the next month, plus fucking, I don't know what, 18R the next month. I know it probably will be better like this overall, but what we're looking for is consistency and people not blowing accounts. If we do this, someone might blow their account and they got to start over, buy a new one, and then do you know what I mean? With this, it's consistent. It's how trading actually should be. So yeah, that's why I didn't send it in. I'd rather it be consistent, and that was kind of one that I was confident with. But if your psychology is a bit shaky, not shaky, like, how can I say this? That was it wasn't a revenge trade because it was a valid trade, and like you man know my strategies. Asia low taken, CRT low taken, imbalance from prior New York session tapped into 10-minute inversion tapped into, rejected, and then as I said yesterday, I'm going to be looking more for the 1 minute and 2 minute, and we had a 2 minute FEG. So it wasn't a revenge trade. Like, it wasn't like I'm just going to jump in everything, but it was one of them. If you've just come off the back of 2 losers earlier in the week, it's hard to know if you're acting within your right mind. So I would rather take the trade myself, and if I'm not in my right mind, then I'm not, and I've lost myself rather than everyone else. But It's just something you got to firm, boys. I'll be real. It's pissed me off a little bit, but could be worse. Could be scouse eating rats in your council house, boys. A big love to everyone who's scouse though, in here. I don't want that to be too controversial. Just sweat that high. Yeah, my strange addictions. Yeah, she ate. Oh shit, these comments are. Yeah, she ate insulation. Bro, these markets can cause higher blood pressure. Pff, bro, you ain't got to tell me. Not got to tell me. Insulation, surely not. That's got. Yeah, bro. Surely not insulation, bro. You'll die off that, bro. Bad enough getting it on your skin, let alone eating it, bro. Plasterboard, yeah, I think it was plasterboard. Because all the houses in America are fucking, like, majority of the walls are just plasterboard, innit? So, like, everything in American houses is somehow plasterboard. You get like a kitchen island and it's made out of fucking plasterboard. You fucking be, do you know what I mean? America's crazy with how they build houses, I can't lie. People complaining about coffee being bad when they will eat a fat, greasy kebab that is highly processed and say it's okay. Literally, Ryan, bro. Literally, bro. Coffee's a miracle drug, in my opinion. I think it was plasterboard, yeah. Yeah, if I missed any comments, boys, just put them in again. Imagine how itchy your throat would be. Oh, mate. Oh, bro. I've just got shivers. You know what I would do, boys? I'd get these. Bro, this tub as well, the reinforced fucking grenade of a thing, mate. All right, chill out. I'd get these. I'd menthol nuclear. Why have they photoshopped their logo on? Why have they photoshopped this on? Could they not have just used a real photo? And why has it been done so badly? It's circular. It's no matter where you're looking at it from the. I'm worrying about the wrong things here. Definitely worrying about the wrong things, like me. Alright. Sorry, 2 secs, boys. Sorry, chat. I'm trying to work out how many fucking pips I got shagged by. Sorry, boys. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna speed through these comments, innit? So if I speed through one of your comments and it's important and you want me to read it again, then just comment it again. I'll be real. One of my challenge accounts I started in June 24 and still haven't passed it. Fucking hell, Chaz. I mean, at least you've learned the art of psychology and the art of taking things slow. But you gotta think, Chaz, bro. That's good in one aspect. Pat yourself on the back for obviously not blowing your account, but there's also a whole other aspect of it. It's being too conservative. So there's two sides of the coin. You don't want to be... Cool. You ready? Let me show you, Chaz. Let me give you a bit of help. It's not going to help me speed through these comments, is it? But not making money and not making money. Cool. So blow accounts quick is what they do on this side, and this side they too conservative. Right, so you're here. You've probably gone from here over to here, okay? But you don't want to be one side, you don't want to be either side of this. You want to be, you want to be, you want to be in the middle. You want to be a mixture of the two. You don't want to be too conservative, and you don't want to blow accounts too quick. Because with this, you're scared of risk. No control over emotions. So these are the problems. So that's what you do. You blow accounts and you're too conservative. And this, the reason is because of this. You have no control over your emotions, or you're scared of risk. Either one of these is going to cause you to be on this side or this side of the profit making. So let me just do. So the trader up here, trader down here is making no money. Same as the trader down here, they're getting the same result, they're making no money. That's why you need to get a mixture of the two. Don't blow accounts too quick, don't trade too conservatively, don't be scared of risk, and don't have no control over your emotions. You've got to meet in the middle, and that is when you finally start making money out of trading. You actually start making money. And the way you do that is by pass or blow funded challenge in 1 to 2 months. Because that actually takes, it doesn't take a lot of good psychology to sit there and just fucking let an account pass. Sorry, it doesn't take a lot of psychology to just be really conservative. It doesn't take that much. What it does is to get past the mental block, and this is the main thing, the mental block is you've got to pass or fail within 2 months. It's a mental block, and once you accept, you'll be at that top echelon. You'll actually be ready to make money, because you won't be blowing accounts too quick, and you won't be too conservative. You'll be making a good amount, obviously aiming for 4% and then 4% or something like that. Or 4R, remember you can risk 2%. Oh shit. Stream, bruv, holy shit. Never done that. It's still working. Alright, sweet. That was fucked. Can you not hear me? I think we're sweet. I think we're back in the game. Right, let me quickly go down to these comments. June 24th is mad. I pass phase 1 usually in 1 to 3 days. Nice, nice. Yeah. Kind of number 1 bullshit. Number 1 bullshit. That one was number 1 bullshit. Also, bro, get this fucking RSI off my chart, bro. There we go. Let me quickly read these chats. I'm actually going to get past these quick. I'm going to have to because I'm so far back as a joke. Let's pray for Kieran's kid's future. Yeah, you could do. You have an opportunity to do something so funny, Kieran. These last few months been hard to get accounts passed with no entries. Yeah, trust, bro. It's been hard. It has been hard. That must piss you off, bro. Yeah, it is annoying. G Long finally out of 3% drawdown. Lovely, bro. Lovely. Love that you're Dad United. Trust. What were the entry conferences? Right, we'll get through that. John Mead. I literally invented that name, bro. I invented that name. Yeah? That name, Ray. I'm not going to say the second one. Ray something body. I invented that. I'll be real. I invented it on pro clubs, on like FIFA 18, and since then it has done numbers. People don't want to come up against me and Mace on pro clubs. I'm not going to say the name. Alright, let me just type it out. You don't want to come up against me and Mace on FIFA with only a little two-man. Well, I nearly said it, and you don't want to come up against these two on pro clubs, FIFA 18 times. You don't want that. You really don't want to come up against us, I can tell you that. TP not aiming for Asia higher. Nah, bro, there's no need. It's only a 5 pip stop loss, 25 pip TP, 5 to 1. You could aim for up here if you want, but this is just our first point of liquidity. Obviously, we've got a high, low, so. Oh. So yeah, this is our first point of liquidity, so that's the most reasonable point to be setting our TP at. Alright, how you do that? Need that red card. Oh, oh yeah, what the hell? How's he got the red card? Do you reckon Kieran's from Kidderminster? Alright, let me get these comments. Kidderminster. Just got to laugh off rather than firm this second name. Rather firm this second name than be in these market conditions. So you just have to take on the chin. Yeah, trust me, bro. I can't lie. That is a very good comparison. You literally just got to take it on the chin. You got to take it on the chin, bro. And been sitting in these markets, fucking hell. Man, having your second name getting taken the piss out of is nothing compared to what we've had to endure this week, boys. Fuck me. Who remembers? Who's been in my stream? Kieran, have you been here every day? But who's been... Yeah, who's been in this day, bro? Who remembers Monday? No, when was it? Was it Tuesday? What day was it? I think it was EU on Tuesday or something. It was this, weren't it? Yeah, it was this. It was this. It was Monday. It was Monday. Who remembers that, bro? When we was waiting for a retracement for like literally hours, or was it? I'm trying to think, bro. I swear it was. I swear it was. I just remember it being the yeah. It was this. It was EU and GU, and it was just literally like the most slowest thing. But fuck me, I'm actually bare happy with that trade. I'm pissed off that I didn't get tapped in, but yeah. Glad to see the old boys still got it in the tank. So this is what I mean about trading. For all the stuff we've been saying, that the market is hard. The stuff we teach does come through if you trade it well enough. Like this win here would have made up for my losses this week and last week, and I would be up on my funded account. This trade should have made 5%, and I risked 0.75. So let me quickly do the maths again. 5 times that is 2.5, right? Yeah, 5 times 0.75 is, yeah, so nice, like 3.25. 3.25 in it? Or am I bugging? Yeah, 3.25. So it should make me 3.25%. Which obviously makes up for, as I said, I took 2 losses. So it would have made me 2k times 3.25 equals 6,500. Wait, no, yeah. I think I've done this maths wrong, I'm not gonna lie, but fuck it. So yeah, it would have made up for my losses and made me more. So it's good that we got the bias right, we got the trade right, and knowing we didn't get tapped in. But again, what I'm mainly looking for is just the confidence that our strategy works at all times, even during these difficult markets. You got to adjust, right? That's again. So the thing about what we teach, boys, is we teach things that sort of make sense in trading. We teach things that actually make sense in terms of the market, not like an indicator or an order block. So, for example, if you're trading mainly on an indicator or mainly based off an ICT concept or whatever it is, and you're not trading the way we trade, when you go through these times where the market's shit, you're not going to be able to adjust because you don't really understand what's going on. With us, we understand, right? The stuff we teach as well, it's still the exact same. We're time-based. Time never changes, boys. Remember, everything changes. Time never changes, right? No matter what fucking Donald Trump says, 9 to 5 is still going to be the 9 to 5 in London, and it's still going to be the time in New York, and it's still going to be the time in Asia. The stuff we teach is still true. And New York session is still going to have the most volume. Asia session may distribute, but these basic rules, such as the New York session distributing, still going to hold true. So it's just about adjusting. Like we said yesterday, we're going to still trade the same way, but just look for these 1 minutes a bit more and catch these smaller points of momentum, because these momentum has been random. So I don't really want to trust myself to catch the whole daily distribution. Like, I don't want to catch this whole move and be in the market for hours. I'd rather go down on the 1 minute and catch my little momentums, my little bits of momentum, which obviously is what I was trying to do earlier on EU as well, with the position that I didn't end up taking, off of this fair value gap here. I don't know why it's deleted everything, but yeah, we've said this fair value, and then this is the other fair value here, and then I was trying to basically get in on the retap of that, but I didn't get in the end. So just catching that small little burst of momentum on the smaller time frames rather than the overall whole sort of inversion, retap, Asia low. So, you know what I mean? Rather than the whole shebang, the whole daily distribution, because it's too random. As I said, for me, this move's random. So, yeah, is what it is. And like I was saying, so the way we teach means you can adjust to it, right? And it gives you the ability to do that, because you can still look for the same thing. Okay, you'll be thinking, what does Lou tell me to look for? Asia low to be swept. Have you had that? Yes. He says, look for something for the New York session, either an order block or a fair value gap that could be used. Look, okay, is there anything? Yes, blatantly got this fair value gap. So we've got a fair value gap, got the Asia low being taken, and we've also got CRT, 4-hour CRT has been completed there. So, I mean, you've got a fair few confluences there. And it's really the exact same as what we always fucking look for. Just done slightly differently. The actual execution's differently. We waited for the 10-minute to be tapped. The inversion, 10-minute was tapped and then ran. So then we got in on this little bit here. So you're able to adjust. Remember, we're still looking for Asia low swept, inversion, get into the buy. 5 to 1, 5-hour position. That's what you're going to do. When you're learning our concepts, that is the reality. You're going to be able to adjust and actually trade long term, not just get cooked and cooked and cooked and not know why. So yeah, bear in mind, these markets are the most difficult we've ever seen, in my opinion. I still think that they're the most difficult we've ever seen, but you got to adjust. Adjust, don't crumble. All right. Same as me. You've been seeing me. I've been placing trades. I've been pissed off, but I've been trying to adjust. I haven't been crumbling. I haven't been fucking sitting here crying. To be fair, yesterday we did actually have a little cry on the live of that Joe Biden thing, but that was only a joke. We've been trying to adjust, right? You can't just crumble and not engage. And at the end of the day, how do you really know if you're a good trader if you don't engage during these times? So yeah, just focus on adjusting and not blowing your account, basically. They're the two things. Adjust, don't blow your account. Because, yeah, again, I'm not going against what we said earlier. This is an insanely hard market to try and trade. W Trade, appreciate that, bro. Affirming that second name in these market conditions, mad respectful trust. People talking about Asia high clips. Sorry, wrote 2 times. Why would you take profit there? Oh yeah, it's because that's where our liquidity is, bro. You had a kebab last night. Me, I did think you did, Josh, with that with that thing you said. People would rather stuff their thing with kebab. Was that you that said that? People would rather stuff their face with kebab but not drink a coffee. Brother, what's the RFX badge that came up on my Discord? Oh yeah, like Stu said, that's our Discord tag, so you can have a little request. Yeah, so basically, if you're in any Discord, boys, this is what you got to say. If you're in any Discord, you got the request tag now, so you just got to be the biggest, most unbearable prick you can. The biggest, most unbearable prick you can. And just be like, yeah, request. Like, I'll be real, bro. If you're not in our community is best. Reason our community is the best concepts, best teachings, best mentors, and we actually show up every day. And the final piece of the puzzle is we're actually likable. I'd consider myself likable. I don't know, maybe I'm not. But I'd consider Mason Stu likable, so surely I've got to be as well. And we're not just like you're not watching the stream and I'm like this. Tagged in. Stu said, what do you think about Man United? Yeah, sorry, no comments about football. Keep these strictly financial markets based only. Yeah, El Slapo just said crap. Can someone mute him in the chat, please? Unacceptable language. Do you know what I mean? That's what most of people's like. Me and Mace aren't like that. We're actually the best. So now you've got that tag, you can go into other Discords and be like, look, I'm in a better community than you. Ha ha ha. Hold DL. If you don't believe me, come join the server or come join the live, whatever. You basically get a chance to flex on people and be based because they think they've got good mentors, but they ain't. You know what I mean? So you can basically let your nuts hang in different Discords. Don't mind the last bit about DXY, that was dumb. Oh, sweet, I won't read it. Why would he stay in the trade for possibly double the time when he could take 3 to 4 hours stress to reward? Yeah, that's true. Stu's always talked about this stress to reward. He's big on that. But yeah, El Slapper said it. It's just extra time in the trade. It's just not really the smartest thing to do. I'm still in there. Nice. All right, let me quickly... Okay, I'm nearly at the bottom of the comments. Motta, what did Motta say? Because if you have a target, you must admit... Yeah, I hear what you're saying, Motta. You should stick to a target, but I'll explain it once I've got round. Pretty gay if you ask me. What was that, Josh? I couldn't even remember what I said. Yeah, I get where you're coming from with targeting the POY. I wouldn't have took the trade personally, but targeting there because of stress to reward, really. Yeah, that's it, man. And like I said, bro, this is actually kind of important. I don't actually want to glaze or brush over this because it sort of goes back to what I was saying earlier about using the 1 minute. So right now, we know that our points are still valid. We know that what we're looking for is still valid. We're still going to get that momentum. But the difference is, it's not going to be what controls the day. It's not going to be what controls the day. Now, deep, what I mean by that, because Trump's doing what we've said, basically, Trump's talking all the time. We've got all these wars going on. We've got all these big economic changes going on. We've got a pretty, big change of governance in the UK, pretty big change in governance in America. We've got PASA kicking off in Europe. We've got PASA kicking off in the Middle East, Russia, even though that is sort of Europe. Loads of stuff happening. These markets are difficult. So the markets are not going to be ran by the Asia low and the Asia high, for example. They're going to be run by the fundamentals. So, for example, a fundamental could come in now or something's going to happen and we move like that completely. But that would mean that you think, oh, the Asia liquidity is not working. It is working. We're still getting the move. We still got here like a, how many pip move? 30? 35? 40 even. Still got a 40 pip move, but I reckon that this will probably come up to here. Once we get here, it'll be the New York session. Something will be said or news will come through and we'll do that and we won't go to the Asia high. Right, that's why I'm going down onto the lower time frames because the movement's still happening, but it's just not what controls the day. It's not what happens. Remember, boys, how we normally like to trade is our Asia session accumulates, our London session manipulates, and then our New York session distributes, right? Accumulates, manipulates, distributes, right? That's what we like to look for. But we're still seeing this, but just in a smaller way. because the distribution and the big moves is all coming from news. So rather than seeing this move here from the low to the high, we're more seeing, for example, right, we're more seeing this, right? So we're still seeing the Asia low get swept and a pump of momentum. This is only what I've this is what I've realised in the last few months, boys. Sorry, the last few days and weeks. Is why I sort of took that entry earlier. But yeah, we're still getting the Asia low swept. We're still probably going to get an inversion and then a tap and then a buy like this. We're still getting that move, but it's not going to go all the way to here because price action is not what rules these markets right now. That's not what's going to cause the move, right? And then let's imagine that we go like that, right? And that's what you'll be catching, really, right? So this is sort of what I'm talking about. That's why I wouldn't have my TP all the way at the high, because we're getting these pumps of momentum. This pump here is caused by Asia low being swept, inversion, and the momentum. Exactly what we want. But normally the logic carries us to here. Right now the logic's not going to carry us to here because it's not going to dictate the day. The logic's going to give us a pop of momentum and that's it. So realising we're catching a pop of momentum. That's what we're catching. Not the whole day is not going to be controlled by this news. Or sorry, by this Asia liquidity move. So bear in mind. I mean, it could do. Obviously, I don't know. We could move all the way up to this high. But if I was aiming for this high, then let's just say I would have just done a normal entry. Like, whatever it would have been. Stop loss all the way on the low. Or I would have used this, obviously, inversion up here. Because you've got one up here. Or yeah, so if I was aiming for that, then I would have entered like this, completely differently. I would have entered off 50%, had my stop loss on the low, and then had my TP on the high. And you can see how that's just not as good as well. So right now, we would have caught, we did it, didn't we? 46 pips, or from here, 32. So let's say 35 odd pips, 35 pips, and we'd only be up like 1R, just under 2R. So you've got to be a bit more clever and you've got to adjust in these markets, obviously, hence why we adjusted a bit. Goes back to what I was saying with the pop of momentum. We catch the pop of momentum and that's it, and then we're not really interested in the rest. Alright, cool. Exactly, expectancy of a funded account is 3 months. Yeah, that's it, bro. That's why I always said, if you look at my most recent video on TikTok, I say it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you have, because these funded accounts will go. You'll blow through these fundeds. You just got to get them back. So that's why you've got to be really careful with like what you're actually, what you're getting, what accounts you're getting, what accounts you're passing, and when you're going to get them, when you're going to get your next account, etc. So there's got to be a really big plan, just like your trading plan is a plan. You've got to have your funding and scaling plan. Should I risk 2% on my challenge? How much do you trade? A Boeing plane crashed. Yeah, I just heard about that on Bloomberg. Crazy. Air India. Look at that, bro. Bro, this is artwork. What we're watching here is an art form. An art form is what we're watching, boys. This right here is art. Let me tell you why. So you see this on the left, 1 day ago versus 23 minutes ago. Let me make myself a bit bigger for this. 1 day ago, 23 minutes ago. This is art, right? Earnings come out and the orders rise to the highest level since late 2023 ahead of the Paris Air Show. So if you're a trader, if you're an investor, if you're a stock broker, whatever you are, if you're anything in investing, this tells you, beautiful, right? If you're bullish or if you own the stock or whatever, beautiful, because highest level of orders, more money being made, everything you could say, more brand awareness, more any economic thing you wanted to say, more people are ordering them, literally fucking anything. Like, essentially the business is doing really fucking well. It's doing really, really, really well. right? Everything economic, everything you could look into. You could look at a chart. You could look at your economic graphs. You can look at literally anything to do with economics, investing, whatever. I would have told you what a great time to buy, and you bought well if you got in, whatever. Great, brilliant, perfect, brilliant. That was yesterday. Today, something you could not have predicted in a million years. A fucking one of their plane crashes straight after these orders come out to be the highest level, and the stock probably goes like that. That is artwork. You're watching art. I'm actually going to screenshot that because that is crazy shit. That is actually insane. That is, boys, that's crazy. That is literally investing for you. That is investing for you. You can do all your analysis, be perfectly right, and the next day a plane crashes and you could have never ever saw it coming. That's crazy. That's crazy. Is TP Asia high or too much? Wait, who's still in this trade? Let me know. Are you in this trade? Will Lister. 3.75. Okay, that must be. I'm still in. Josh is still in. Lou's been crumbling the whole week. Bro, I've not been crumbling, boys. If you watch me, I've not been crumbling. I've been animated, but I ain't been crumbling. I'll tell you that. I fucking love coffee, me. GU still pumping. Let's go, let's go. Anyone looking at GJ longs? Yeah, who's in it? Who's in GU and who's still holding to Asia high? Let me know if you are. She's a belter, different from the rest. Diamonds all around her and she always looks a best. I still haven't deleted my limit because I'm just staring at it like, oh, fuck's sake. Could have sorted me right out, that could have. It's calm. Cannot dwell on the past, boys. Perfect example of where we're at. Yeah, that sums up what we've seen recently. Who's aiming for this high? Let me know, chat. Let me know so I can mark it out. Oh yeah, someone said GJ as well. Let's have a look at GJ. Let's tag this on the high here quickly. If you're wondering, again, if you're a bit late to the live, why that sell come through, it was because of this right here. So the GDP month on month. Last month, obviously, GDP grew by 0.2%. This month, they was expecting it to shrink by 0.1%. They got the direction right, but it actually shrunk by quite a lot more, being 0.3%. So, again, what I always say, it's not necessarily about if it goes up or down. It's about if it was expected or unexpected. And you can see they expected the change, well, to be a smaller change than last month. It was actually a bigger change. It was in the direction they wanted, but so that obviously last month changed by 0.2. This month they thought it was only going to change by 0.1, so pretty much stayed the same. And obviously it was a lot bigger change, well, pretty bigger change than they was actually expecting it to be, which is why there was a big move. Yeah. Creamy. Shit, wait a minute. You see the chat, let me see if people are... Boys, has the chat gone quiet or something? I feel like there hasn't been a text in the chat in fucking time. Who's still here? 62 man in here, and I've been on live for 2 hours, so you man really getting it done. Say yo if you're here, boys. Say yo if you're here. Say yo if you're here. Let me know who's here. Still holding nice, Josh. Josh, send your hang on, let me send something to the Discord. Reply to it if you can, broski. What's happening, Chaz? Hey, the chat's popping. Come on. Poppy. Poppy chat, come on. Ian, what you saying? Ian Mabuto, is that Lloyd or is that no, that's Ian, What you saying, Ian, bro? How you doing? Sammy, how you doing? Sapning Chaz, what you saying? You alright, Chaz? Trapping my dreams, what you saying? Josh Scott, what you saying? El Slapper, what you saying? Yo, if you're here, Dill's got the jokes. Dean's here, Josh is here, Ben's here. We're all here, boys. I'll be real, the main men are here, the A team. The A team, or I was going to call it the R team, but that just sounds awful. Awful. Right, let me send it to the Dissy. Right, boys, I'm going to send a text into the Discord. If you're in, give me a message. Give me a reply to that. I'm dropping this GU trade in. Let me quickly, I'm going to send a text in, boys, so if you did get into it, reply to it. Alright, I just sent this text in, boys. If you're in the trade, send it through so I can see you got in. About to popping up a decky. I've only ever done them like twice or once or twice. What you saying, Angel? What you saying? Just get ready for work. Where'd you work as, Angel? The R team is just Bad Boy Records. Oh, I thought it was the Ray team. The Ray team. It's like the A team, but the Ray team. I suppose. I really want to put on some actual music, but you can't. It's not really allowed. So, yeah, boys. If you did get into that, Josh replied to that. Cures. Yeah. I'm probably gonna jump off soon. If anyone's got any other questions, boys, let me know. Boys and girls, let me know, and I'll answer them. I'm actually fucking relieved about how this... I'm pissed off because I should have made 8 grand, but I didn't make anything. But I'm at least happy because I know that I've essentially recuperated all of the shit trades. Not shit trades, but I've recuperated the 2 losses I've had. And we blew them out of the park with a lovely 5R. And this is what I've been saying, boys. As long as we stick to it, we will get a 5R, 6R trade. It's going to blow all the losses out. And that's what we've done. Tried a Pablo as my first one back in school and was hurling in the toilet. Swear down. Oh yeah, I think I tried Pablo as my first one as well. But when I had my first one, I've been smoking cigarettes for like 4 years, 3 years, so it didn't really matter. Probably more now. I've been smoking snout for like, fucking hell, it's actually been a long time. I need to quit soon. Probably not going to smoke snout my whole life. I've been smoking since, I'd say 6 or 7 years. Yeah, 6 or 7 years. So I do need to stop. Shit, that's just made me think. That's quite a long time, bro. It's quite a long time. But you do get aura if you smoke snout. If you smoke cigarettes, you do get aura. If you didn't know. Plus 10 as well, aura. So I was just maxing my stats for trading, and I thought, yeah, why not? Foamy 4.minty blueberry. Let me see this. No, I'm typing out the flavour like that. Yeah. Oh, these things. I didn't really see all the hype about it when I done it, I'll be real. UJ check. People love them though. Yeah, UJ is at that point for the age liquidity, but it's just so shit the way it's so bearish. Again, it's what we're seeing, boys. What do we say? We're just getting these random moves. I mean, look at this. So, get this right. We've pumped. We've pumped 50 pips, pretty much literally bang on 50 pips. Wait. Okay. 50 pips. We've moved 50 pips to the upside at 7:30. And then, at 8:30, we came all the way back down. 50 pips all the way back down. There's no point of that. What is the point of price going up and then coming straight back down? And it's not grabbed anything really, bear in mind. Sort of grabbed these highs, but it's sort of acted like EU in that sense. It's grabbed well, EU grabbed this low, not this low. What time was this from? 3:50. 3:10. So 3:50 would have been, yeah, this high here. So I mean, I'm assuming this is called by the dollar. So the dollar must have swept this. If this is going to be 3:10, this is going to be 3:50, right? Yeah, cool. Sweet. So the 3:50, this is the point that all dollar pairs we're seeing is respecting and moving down. So bear that in mind. You sort of, I know what you mean. Right now, buyers do look nice. We've had the Asia lows swept, and we're coming into this order block. This bear discounted it all. This really discounted order block. So yeah, you could get in buyers if that's what you want to hear. But really, if we look at all the other dollar pairs, it's telling us the opposite. We have had a change of character though. So yeah, you are valid to buy, but like we said, it's just I'm sure. Okay, this is an old EG. This is why. If you're wondering why my UJ isn't done, it's oh shit. Then this is an old UJ. Okay, no, it is done. It is done. Cool. Yeah, we're just bearish on this, man. I wouldn't be looking to buy if I'm being honest with you. Even though this is a good point for buyers, I just wouldn't be looking to get in. Okay, if you look at all the dollar pairs, we've swept this basically 3 o'clock hour high. So it's 3:50 and 3:10 swept. We look at any dollar pair. What other dollar pairs we got? EU 3:50. Let's go at GU. A bit different because we had news. So I suppose we can't really say that, but yeah, to be fair, GU's different because we had news. Give me another dollar pair so we can test. So yeah, you could buy here and fade the entire market. If you buy here, you fade the entire market, but I wouldn't personally. That would be your move, and it would be a 7-1. So you can get in on that. Look, if you want to get in on that, you can get in on that. But based on everything we're seeing on every other dollar pair and DXY and this pair itself, we've had a sweep of these highs, and now the London session's just really just moved down. The only reason it moved up, I did say this dollar move was pointless. Yeah, we moved up, take the liquidity, and then straight back down. So I wouldn't be looking to get into buys. I'd only really just be looking at points to sell. So, for example, if we get rid of this quickly, we'll draw it back on in a minute. But you can see we've got imbalance here. And then we've also got another imbalance just below it here, if you see there. Right. Mark it on. Bum. 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 So you'd really just be looking on sells off of that. On the higher time frame as well, we've already said what we want to see. UJ's bearish. Have been bearish on UJ for a minute. So yeah, we've got CRT as well. Lovely CRT as well. Monthly, not really much going on. Weekly, we've got the fair value gap here, which has been filled. Let me go through the whole weekly. So weekly, we've got our internal. Wait, it's red again. Don't feel normal unless it's red again. So yeah, let's fill this. So then we should come to the low, right? So that's what we're looking for. Internal down to external. So this is our main target, is this weekly low from Monday the from the 21st of April, that week. All right, and now we look at weekly CRT. What do we see? Cool. After we tapped into this imbalance, we saw obviously higher being swept, and then completed there. So we saw that initial first phase of selling off, which is nice. But we know we can't just sell off forever. So we sell off, we have distribution, and then we've got to have accumulation, manipulation, distribution all over again, right? So cool, we had that. That's been completed now. So now we want to focus on this candle. What's this? Accumulation. Why is it accumulation, and how do we know it's accumulation? Because it hasn't broken out of this candle. Previous candle that completed the CRT, which is this one, hasn't broken out of it. Still, so this is accumulation, which tells us that the next one is going to be manipulation, okay? Which is the one we've got now. So we're planning on manipulation, which is what we've sort of had anyway. We've had the high swept in a CRT-like manner, so we are looking for this week's low, right? So I don't know if I was talking about daily, but I'm talking about weekly. But yeah, there we go. So that is basically what I'm looking for, is first and foremost sell down to there, but also a continuation. This CRT has been completed. Then we had accumulation, manipulation, and we're starting to see distribution come through. We're also seeing fractal CRT, so you can see the daily has been swept in the same way that the weekly has. So that's the weekly high. It's also the daily high. So its equivalent would be there. So we want it to come into there. So we've got a fair few targets. We've got weekly external. We've got weekly CRT. So we'll say weekly CRT. And we've got daily CRT as well. All right. And we're going to go down again into the 4 hour. And we're sort of just seeing price slowly move down, right? That's all we're seeing. So you just want to load up on any way you can sell. You just want to load up on that. And that is really my advice. Yeah, you can see what happened today. Asia just continuing that move down, continuing that bearishness. We needed some inducement, so this is why we swept the low. That was our first sweep to the downside, and this is our sweep to the upside. So you should look at that almost as in the Asia low and the high being swept. Right, just look at it like that, which is why I'm still looking at sells, because throughout this is our objective that was actually met. Also tapped into this order block. Took the liquidity, took sell side, rallied to buy side, took the liquidity. Now we can move freely, and we're looking at imbalances. Aim for there first and foremost, like I said, but you've also got the weekly CRT and the fucking weekly low as well. So bomb, if you did want to get in on that, let's see what your entry will be saying. You'll be getting in off a retap. I'd have a pretty tight stop loss. depending on where you're aiming for, but if you're aiming for this daily, wait, what the fuck? Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what I'll be looking for. Boost cognitive function, nicotine, W. Yeah. Yeah, I think nicotine and coffee are great. Nicotine and caffeine are great. Obviously, if you're 18 plus, that is, and within moderation, whatever. Yeah, I'm probably going to jump off now. Look, I've been trading 6 months and my posture has took an L, need a bigger desk. Yeah, bro. Fucking hell. I've got an actually decent little setup and I've got a proper chair. I'll show you my chair, look. It's got the fucking... It's got bare shit. It's even got the... It's fucking heavy, so I don't really want to... It's got the fucking backrest thing. You can't really see it. Fuck me. See that backrest thing? It's pretty cold. Fuck knows where the chair's from. People have them gaming chairs, but I'm not one of them nerds, so I've actually got a decent desk chair. Just don't have a gaming chair. You're going to be like, you need an actual chair. Fucking for work, not for fucking gaming on, yeah? For trading and making moolah. And defeating the Matrix parameters. Not fucking playing Call of Duty. Yeah? I'm joking. Anyway, boys. Appreciate you all tuning in today. And yeah, man, it was actually turned out to be a really good morning at the end. I took profit. G, you lovely, bro. Yeah, send profit, bro. Send profit to the chat. Lovely. And I was on a personal as well. Oh no, it was on a 10k funded. Lovely. What R are you up? I'm assuming like 8R or some shit. Or 2R, I don't know. Either way, lovely. Appreciate you watching, boys. Appreciate you tuning in. If you do want, as I said, boys, I'm opening up slots for one-to-one. So if you do want one-to-ones with me personally, send me a message, one-to-one. Send me a message, one-to-one coaching. Or one-to-one, and I can jump on a call with you after this. After I jump off, I'm going to be jumping on calls with people who want to discuss the possibility of one-to-one mentorship. And yeah, like I said, boys, that is fully one-to-one. I'm taking on a maximum of 3 people. So fully going to be one-to-one with me and you. I'm going to write you a lesson plan. I'm going to write you a funding plan. I'm going to jump on a call with you every single week, giving you full lessons, 2 full lessons every week on whatever you want to be. I'll call you every day on WhatsApp. You get my personal number. You can text me at any time. You can ask me, should I place this trade? Should I not? Exactly what to do. I'm basically going to teach you everything I know, and I'm making my mission to get you funded. I'm also going to be getting you funded within 6 months. 200k funded within 6 months, guaranteed. That is my guarantee to you, boys. I will make sure that you are 200k funded within 6 months. Absolute guaranteed, boys. But yeah, if you do want that, then send me a message. As I said, I'm only going to do a few people, maximum 3 people. So if you want to lock in on that and have your best chance to cook, then send me a DM. Like I said, you get my full access, and I'm going to make sure you're getting funded, boys. You're going to have 4 hours of one-to-one calls with me a week. And this one-to-one call is basically what I'm doing now, but you just ask me, how do I do that? How do I do that? How do I do that? Think of how much you're going to gain from that. That's 4 hours a week. That's 16 hours a month. So 16 hours straight of a month with me, purely trading. That's just the lessons. Purely asking me questions. What do I want to, what confirmations do you look for? What POIs? Anything you need to know, basically. And then, yeah, in terms of getting to where you want to be, I'm just going to make it my goal to get you to where you want to be. You will be a full-time trader. If you want to be a full-time trader, you will be a full-time trader with my one-to-ones. You can wave goodbye to that 9 to 5. Absolutely wave goodbye. People saying EU. Let me quickly look at EU. Everyone's saying EU buys. Yeah, you want to wait for it to come down a bit to this fair value gap or something like that. Alright, something like that. You don't want to do anything too mad. Yeah, boys. Another fair one. Shit, is this one in or is this one out? Let's see. Alright, he's still in. To be fair, it's 5.2. Right, why is it 5.2? Got to round it up to 6. You know, we'll see how it does. I'm obviously not in that one. Don't think anyone else is in that one, but we'll see. Yeah. Appreciate you tuning in, boys. As always, send me a DM. Listen, actually, follow me on my personal IG as well as RichesFX on Instagram. Obviously, I'm assuming you will follow RichesFX anyway. But my personal account, if you want to screenshot and follow my personal account, is on IG. And then on TikTok is, what is it? It's like LS on TikTok, okay? So follow me, screenshot that, follow me on my personals, boys, and send me a DM if you want to get in contact with me personally. Obviously, you should already be in the Discord, already be following Riches, and obviously you're already subscribed on YouTube. So big up to everyone who tuned in. We have been on live for about an hour, 2 hours and a half, so we've got a good session today. Hopefully you've learnt a bit. Bro, you haven't checked to you. I literally just checked to you, mate. I just said buys off that fair value gap. We got a fair value gap there, and you're looking to buy exact same as all the other pairs, really, mate. Taking the liquidity beneath that low, and then we've had that huge rally. So we're just looking to continue that rally up to our external high. This is our external high that we've been targeting. So this is what we're just looking to trade into. Might just run up, but you'd ideally enter there, stop loss below, TP, or enter there, stop loss below there, TP there. Probably going to be like a 2.5 to 1. Something like that is what I'll be looking for, bro. But yeah, I appreciate you all tuning in. Like I said, that's my Insta, that's my TikTok. So everyone follow up my personal. And I'm going to be uploading bare videos. So comment on my TikTok if you want. Also, if anyone wants to clip me up, do that WAP thing, whatever it is, send me a DM. The best place to chat to me is DM me on my personal Instagram. Because I don't even really accept follow requests and shit. So if you man follow me, then I'll actually see it and I'll reply to my DMs. Okay, people are DMing me. This is my personal Instagram. I've got bare DMs. I don't use this, but okay. See, man, DMing me. Sweet boys, keep them coming. I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you. I see some DMs coming through. Yeah, boys, send me a DM for one-to-one mentorship if you're interested. Oh my god, look at my boy's tattoo he's just got. That looks peak. I'll be honest, man. Some people need to just not get tattoos, bruv. Can't lie. Actually, can't lie. Anyway, big up to everyone, boys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Appreciate you. Sweet, boys. Keep it real. Stay safe. Macy's going to be live later. Obviously, tomorrow we got the big giveaway. So, yeah, be there tomorrow. Appreciate you tuning in, boys. Sweet.